could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't much. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling wait for me alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me. I'm feeling wait for me.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. EA Sports coverage from the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. But tonight we start Week 5 with a prime-time matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. It's been all systems go in this first month. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success. But in his case, it is.
They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. That's good for Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That's out wide for Robinson. And he's going to run out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man, the former Gator, it's Rizzo. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission in this drive at 6.
And I wonder if their play call right now is reflecting on the last big play that they get in this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
To throw is Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Good play.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Again, Fields.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick, not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Fields. He'll try to do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Will Wickard on for the field goal. 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Second and goal from the 1. Robinson again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. But if consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now he's going to step up and run. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
San Francisco.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 11 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said pre-game, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Willis looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Willis. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. First down, a 16-yard gain.
And the 49er first down.
Now Willis. He completes it to Olave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw Willis. To the back of the end zone for 2 deep. Over everybody and incomplete. Now Willis. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Fields goes out left. It's caught by Williams. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Rodgers to return it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Malik Willis sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
After one, 7-3 to score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Willis will look to throw it. The pass caught by Olave. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A pickup of 18 yards. But it's 3rd down.
Now Willis to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they can't bring him down. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and it was a fairly innocuous play call.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it going away. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, Fields. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fields now to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Willis now off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Willis looks to pass it here. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Willis on the sweep. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards on the play. First down, San Francisco.
This time Willis will throw it. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, running right, Achane. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Willis. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Jerry Jones.
Willis. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
49er first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. This is caught. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw, here's Willis. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. 3rd and goal to Willis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. And now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
John Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, and he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Back to throw, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. In search of 4 yards here and pick up the first down. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Rams.
Now Fields. Now he'll take this and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action, Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
They go play action with Willis. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Over the middle, he gets it to Hunter. Third down and 10. Now Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now Willis. Now he'll take this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A run straight ahead with A-Chan. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run A-Chan. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked him from the moment it left the quarterback's hands. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And across the chop into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action, Fields. A short throw to Ingram. They'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Rams.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a screen from Robinson. It's out. It's loose. And now there's a scoop time by the 49ers. Obviously, he got hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort? The defensive player. Knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that one... He ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard run. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with this secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And we'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Willis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. LA set to take over again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Rams 1st down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Robinson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Fields going to run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Robinson is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
This is the time of the game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's direction. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Rams will win.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Willis on a bootleg. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Willis looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Rams offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's one they certainly wish they had back, a loss of 8.
You know when I can tell this is going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields. Taken down, back in his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators? They say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They could really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goals, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Gets this to roll. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Fields. Short throw will be caught by Waller. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And maybe a little over pursuit here as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On to give, here's Robinson. Able to power through. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
And their last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning and losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a straight free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
To the sideline and incomplete. Big cross there defensively.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here's Willis.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
One final try for Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it competently.
So for Los Angeles, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Man.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, boy, Lil John. The big your meat click. What's up, Bodie? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go.